Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I wasn't planning on making a video today. I was just going to photograph an item for our eBay store. And when I pulled this out of the box to get it ready to photograph, I said, I've got to show you guys. This thing is in such clean condition that I figured it's worth making a quick video on it. So I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview of this item here. They're not super rare. You can find them. But in this condition with the box and well, let's take a look inside. First, let me give you a shot of this outside here. Shot of the serial number. The box is a little bit beat up. There's a stain here, a couple little marks there. But overall, the item's in pretty nice condition. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to see if I can not do any damage to it. Yeah, even having the styrofoam, again, not super rare, but when it becomes near mint condition and the box, a little more rare. So let's start with this here. Pull this out. Take a look at this. Super shiny. I notice the sticker here is kind of peeling off. Give you a little close-up of that. And I notice this sticker here, the tamper sticker, has been tampered with. So I'm assuming that this item may have some issues. I'm unable to tell if it's fully functioning or not. I was able to plug it in and I got the light to come on, but that's about as far as I was able to test this. It's got its power cord here. Looks to be near new. And then its TV selector switch. Also in really nice shape. It even has the double-sided tape. It looks to still be original on the back. It's got its little slide here to go between your TV and the Studio II. And the RCA connector plugs in here. The way this works is this RCA connector plugs in here. And then unique to this item and a few others, I know Atari did it with a couple of theirs, and Adam, I believe, also did it. But what you would do is you would plug the unit into here, and then you would take your power cord and also plug that into here. And then this would plug into your wall. This would go to your TV set at the time when you would have 300 ohm connector to your antenna, and then your antenna would come here, and then you would switch between TV and your computer, in this case the game console here. So this was a little unique for the time. Sometimes, a lot of times you would just see a plug in the back here where this item would just plug in the back. But in this case, again, that's the way RCA designed this. RCA's got a bit of a story. This unit has kind of a sad history. It came out in, I believe, 1977 and was pretty much done by 1978. It got beat out pretty bad by the Atari 2600. So it just couldn't compete. Its graphics, black and white, super cheesy graphics, very small resolution. I think it was like 64 by 32. When you compare that to what the Atari 2600 was doing, this did not stand a chance. But as of today, they're still sought after for collectors that just want something from that era, kind of nostalgic. There was no joysticks. This was your joystick. You had two big number pads here. Again, probably a reason for its failure. You didn't have the ability to kind of take your joystick in your hand and use that. So this was kind of, I think, a bit flawed from its inception. Had it come out a couple years earlier, it was pretty revolutionary in that you had game cartridges that would pop in here, and one of the first units to do that. It also had a few onboard games that came with it. But overall, the unit came, it didn't sell too many units, and it went away. So that's its sad story. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to keep all this packaging off because I'm just going to go right now and get this thing photographed. and get it up on our eBay store. So I'll put some of those photos in this video. Again, I wasn't even planning on making a video today, but I figured you guys had to see this thing in this, really, I would consider this near pristine condition. As I'm looking at it now in front of the camera, I see a slight, let's see if I could even get this on the camera. There's a little dot like right there. It might even wipe off with a little plastic safe cleaner. But overall, this item is in remarkable shape. I'm really hoping that it works. When I plugged it in, you know what? I can go ahead and show you guys that. Give me just a second. So what I'm going to do is show you how this thing plugs in. This goes in here. This will then go in here. And then this plugging into your wall outlet. In this case, I've got it plugged into my current limited Variac. Usually in the event I have an issue, I would prefer it to not harm the unit. So let me power this up. All right, so we've got power now to the unit, and then what you would do is you would just flip this lever here, and let's see if we could see this light come on. There you go. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the light is on. But what I don't hear is I don't hear the customary beep. It has a 555 timer that generates the sound on this, and I'm not hearing any sound. Normally, if you would press 1 through 5, these were the onboard games that it would come with, you would hear it beep, and I'm not hearing any beeping whatsoever. So that tells me that there may be something wrong with the unit, but I'm unable to really test it any further, not having a vintage TV to plug this into. Ironically, I have a TV that I use for testing, and it broke. So as of right now, I don't have a vintage TV set, and there's no real adapter that I'm aware of that can convert this signal to a more modern TV set. And it's unfortunate because I'd really like to be able to plug this in and take a look at it and see if it works. But right now, I'm just going to kill the power to this. So now we're unhooked. At least the power is unhooked, so we could unplug all this. So yeah, now that my TV set is on the blink, I'm going to have to get that fixed. And I know absolutely nothing about TV sets. It's pretty sad. I fix a few things when I'm able to, but a TV set, that's out of my wheelhouse. But you know, on that note, so was AC units, and I had my HVAC unit go out in my house just the other day. Pretty cold here in the Pacific Northwest, and when the heater went out, I had to quickly learn HVAC. So I was able to track down the problem and got that working. So who knows, there may be hope for me yet with my vintage TV. I'm going to probably give that a shot here and see if I can get it working again. But as it stands, this was the RCA Studio II, came out in 77 and went away in 78. So it's came and went, but I appreciate the time you guys spent with me today. I'm going to get this on my table, get some pictures of it, get it on the eBay store. As promised, I'm going to throw a few pictures after this video so you guys can take a look at it. If you're interested in this item, hop on over to eBay because it'll be going live here in just a couple days. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.